Payback is a mother. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Story. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go right to the story. We're not going to take no time. Right to the story. Let's pull it up. Pull it full screen. So you ain't got no excuses. Daunte Wright. I just want people to internalize this real quick. If you were the person, and shout out to River for writing this amazing article. This is fire. Thank you, River. Shout out to the writer, Tatum Report writer. Y'all know we do it big. Y'all should go ahead and donate to them and make sure they can continue to write and do their thing. Now, people that have supported Daunte Wright, you put his name on your helmet, you wore a T-shirt, you were screaming in the middle of the street, protesting, spitting and cussing and rolling all on the ground in the name of too many black men are getting gunned down in the streets by the police, and they just don't care about black and brown bodies, and this is a young man, he wasn't doing nothing wrong, and he was turning his life around like they always do after they get killed. If you were one of these people that was kissing his boy butt, now I'm not saying that he should have died, but all I'm saying is that payback and reap what you sow is real stuff. And I think he got the harvest of what he was planting in his life, and it came to fruition. And that police officer, I can't vouch for her because you can't shoot a person with a gun instead of a taser. I don't know how that is even possible. However, Daunte Wright, let's get down to the nitty gritty and the stinky winky of what's going on with Daunte Wright. Now, the families who were victimized by him before his death are now suing him. Because y'all know they paid his family out millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Rightfully so, the family is coming after him because now they have enough equity to pay back restitution, or whatever you want to call the payback of pain and suffering and damages that was caused by this boy when he was alive. Mr. Sweet guy that had a baby and it was all this. And I told y'all, bruh, I'm telling you, good young men who are quality young men doing the right thing, working hard. It is 9 times out of 10, even nearly 10 times out of 10. This stuff don't happen to you. But y'all saw the video. It's going to be up here. Sean put the video up here. I made the video before of him with he ain't even 21 yet. Hennessy, smoking weed, illegal guns. And you wonder how this happened to him. But let's get to the nitty gritty, because he was responsible for a lot of pain and suffering from other people. Let's just start with this one story. In May of 2019, according to one of the lawsuits, 16-year-old Caleb Livingston, I think that's Livingston was at the Minneapolis full stop gas station when Wright allegedly pulled out a gun and shot him in the head. This guy that they made is a martyr. In 2019, he shot a young kid in the head. A memorandum filed in the case claimed Wright and Livingston were childhood friends. All right, he had his first sleepover over his house. We get that. But now Livingston, after getting shot in the head, allegedly by Wright, now that he's in the vegetative state known as unresponsive wakefulness syndrome, which means you're a vegetable. That means that you're alive, but you dead, if that means anything to you guys. Y'all know what a vegetable is. That means that your body is not responding, but you're still alive because your organs are still moving, but there's no real brain activity. So you're a vegetable. And so he's got the kid in a vegetative state, and his parents are suing and saying, look, you need to pay for these bills because your son was involved in this, and he was broke because he had no job. So we couldn't get nothing from him. But now they didn't pay child millions of dollars in his death. Y'all need to come across with the hot sauce. Let's go down to another incident that I thought was pretty significant, involved in a robbery. Now, let's go to the woman, because y'all always talking about we love women and defend women. Several months after the alleged shooting, him shooting the other kid, making him a vegetable, allegedly, Wright was charged with aggravated robbery after being accused of holding a young woman at gunpoint, choking her, and demanding that she hand him hundreds of dollars. Right here. She told the police that he choked her. while trying to get cash out of her bra, and she was able to escape. And then Mr. Dum Dum McDumdum, y'all's the black man's savior, Wright continued to disrespect the law when he violated the terms of his probation by waving a handgun before ditching it near a Minneapolis intersection and eluding responding police officers. This ain't it. This ain't it. There's more. This kid has shot somebody in the head, robbed a woman, choked her, an innocent woman, robbed her at gunpoint, choked her. Then he violates his probation from that charge by waving a gun around and ditching it and eluding police. But he really care about his life and Black Lives Matter. Y'all pick the dumbest, most crooked people on planet Earth. Let's talk about this other one because I got to find it in here. Okay, let's talk about this other one. Another one. According to a second civil lawsuit, just 3 weeks before his death, Wright continued his path of destruction when he shot Joshua Hodges in the leg and stole his car, allegedly. Wright was with an accomplice whose bullet is said to have broken his fibula and struck an artery and left permanent damage. Permanent damage. He's causing people to be vegetables, permanent damage to body parts, members of the body, psychological trauma of a lady. He robbed her at gunpoint. He was getting ready to flee at the time of his death. Whether he drugged the police officer down the street or not, that was his intent, to get away at all costs, but he got popped. And that's what ended his criminal spree. Wasn't even 21 yet. This is why wasn't even 21 yet. Wasn't even 21. And these are crimes that we know he committed through either accusation of court documents. This is not even including stuff that he possibly have done undetected. And he wasn't even 21 yet. Illegally possessing firearms under 21. Drinking alcohol, Hennessy on Instagram and Facebook under 21. And y'all out here protesting for this boy. This is why I say this. People get mad at me, but I don't give a flying flip. African Americans in this country, I'm not talking about Africans, because people who are actually from Africa, they tend to not fall down this path of stupidity. We are the dumbest of the dumbest collective. Obviously, I believe we're individuals, but when you try to lump the collectively, when people begin to think of stereotypes and people begin to prejudge black people, this is collectively what we look like to the rest of the world and in America. The dumbest people in America, because I have never seen a white man do this much damage in their own community, robbing and stealing and killing and was gone flee from police at the time of his arrest under 21 and being worshipped as a mini god, putting on millionaire NFL players, putting his name on their helmet, wearing t-shirts, his life, Black Lives Matter. White people, Jewish people, Asian people, Hispanic people, Africans, Indians, nobody is doing this but us. And you got the dumb white people that are sitting there following suit. Yeah, we want to support, our privileges are just, we get too much privilege, our privileges are getting in the way. And they're dumb enough to support anything. But it's black people that are Crump, all these other black television shows and all these different black people that are leaders claiming that this guy was done unjustly, when at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. Doing all this crime leads you to being put in a bad position. And nobody should be celebrating this. You can get justice, but you don't celebrate this behavior. You can hold people accountable, but you don't celebrate a terrorist in the community that ended up dying at the hands of police while he's resisting arrest. I could talk for 55 more hours. I could do a whole TV show just about this stuff. This has gotten out of hand. And it makes African Americans, I don't want to call them African Americans, black people in America, born in America, it makes us all look stupid because we out here promoting it. And when people see me, they don't know they gotta assess me and get enough information from me to know I'm not dumb like the rest of them out here doing this. We all have to battle the stupidity of the images that are put out about us because we doing stupid stuff like him and supporting him. And then you wonder why people look at you and be like, I don't know if I want to fool with that dude because he may be stupid like the ones that are supporting all these criminals out here. You can't get mad at people for thinking that way. You can't get mad. Is it right that they think that way? No, I think you should judge everybody by the content of their individual character. But if police officers go out there and act a fool, everybody think it's normal that it's true. One cop F up, it makes us all look bad. Even though we come from different jurisdictions, different training. And that's why we, as police officers, former police officers, we hate bad cops because they make us all look bad. We should hate the actions, not the person, but the actions of individuals like him because it makes us all look bad. And if you somehow don't think it make you look bad, but you think it make police officers look bad, then you should be ashamed of yourself. Let me get up off this thing. I done made 3 videos today. I am done making videos for the day. I could make 5, but they only do 3 notifications. I don't want to waste 5 notifications. But YouTube don't push me. I'm trying to just keep it calm. Y'all gonna make me do videos all day long. All day long. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.